All right, wonderful and great people of Biafra. All right, wonderful and great people of Biafra. I greet you all once again in the name of Chukwu Okike. Of course, we are late, but we are also here to apologize to you all. I know all of you have been waiting for this day, but at the end, we are here because we have chosen our path on this Biafran restoration project. We are not going to stop till Biafra is totally restored. That is why whenever we promise, you all know what is technology. Sometimes what you plan is not the way it's going to come. But at the end, we are here and we give thanks to Chukwu Okike. I thank you. Welcome your friends, welcome your families, welcome those that are around you, your neighbors, to come and listen to one of our leaders. He is here with us, and I'm going to proceed without wasting time because we are here for a business. Of course, you may call it trade by barter, but the business of Biafran Restoration Project is something that we are going to continue till Biafra is totally restored. Let me introduce myself to you all, some of you that are joining us for the first time. Great people and wonderful people. I thank you all for joining us today. My name is Mazi, known as the Biafran Child Chineke, the General. I am from Ihala in Anambra in Biafra land. You know, I always say three things that I will keep on mentioning without stopping. The highest commander of this movement is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some of you always ask, who is the highest authority? It's only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And TOS that is championing this struggle today, in the person of Mazi Chike Doziem, the head of Directorate of State, he's the man in charge. Of course, if you like, you go and hit your head on the wall. He is the man in charge now, on absent of our leader. And IPOB is our family. And these three things, I must defend it jealously. Mazi, I want you to take over the mic and explain the great people of Biafra who you are. And your position is very, very important.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother, Mazi Chineke, the general himself. Good afternoon from here. And my name remains Mazi Zayoba. I am from Owura province, and I reside here in the Republic of Ireland. By the special grace of God, I am serving the indigenous people of Biafra in the capacity of Deputy European Rep and also a member of the Directorate. I'm a strong member. I belong to Dublin Zone here, and we are doing very well, to be honest. And I want to, first of all, again, welcome our audience who are just joining us right now, and also apologize to have been coming late at this very critical time. Our people, you should understand, it's not our own making. We were here almost before the time. The technical difficulties we encountered, we are not the one who owns it. So sometimes, these technologies at the very critical time, it will just, keep failing and messing you up. But I thank Chukwu Okike that we are finally here. Please, our sincere apology for that half an hour delay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi Isaiah Oba. You all have listened to him, where he's from, and his position on this Biafran Restoration Project. All right, great people and wonderful people. We are now on Biafran Television Channel 1/IPOB Rapture Media under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Here we are with the Red Script. This is one of those that are piloting this struggle today. That is why we bring him to come and talk to us. It's very, very important you invite your friends and listen very attentively, because he's going to tell us a lot of things that we have been waiting for. You know, we do what we know how to do best. Mazi, I want to start asking you this question. You know that Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu have been discharged, because this is our preamble. Our preamble now is like we have getting to a new phase of media campaign to free Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A man that brought this ideology to us, and the ideology have already sunk into our marrows, and we are not going to stop till Biafra is totally restored. We will keep on pushing. We will keep on pushing because we are fighting for survival. We haven't forgot what happened to our people during 1967 to 1970. The genocidal war against our people. And if our people haven't forgotten, what Gowon promised our people after the war, after they massacred over 5 million people in Biafra land, they promised us reconciliation, rehabilitation, and reconstruction. Up to date, none of them, you can't find any one of them. But now, my question to you is this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have discharged from the court, competent court in Nigeria. And one single person, I don't know, that is why we're asking you, because you can explain to our people more better. If this Malami is the one holding our leader, or the Biafran elites, or the Ohaneze Ndigbo, or are they in combined together to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there? And I want to also let you know the reason why, if you haven't forgotten, of course you have not forgotten, because you are one of those people that are giving us what to do. And we are here listening to you people every single day. I want to ask now, you remember when they adopted our leader? The reason why they planned all this thing is because they thought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is their problem for 2023 election. That if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out here with us, that the Igbo people can never get to that presidency. Now, after they kidnap our leader, they rendition our leader, and one idiot was telling us that our leader was on mountain praying, but that is for another day. Mazi, I want to ask you, why are they still holding our leader? You are part of the leadership. Tell us what you know. The floor is yours, Mazi. Thank you very much. Ndewo.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. That's a very critical question that is in the minds of everybody, and what everybody is looking and searching for the answer. And in as much you and I is here doing the needful, we are trying our best to make sure that we give our people the best guideline in the best of our ability and educate them. One thing, first of all, we should understand that our leader remains our leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be, exchange for any personal gain for those who are serving the Fulanis. Our respect and loyalty lies to him, and of course, whatever he says stands. As long as this life is concerned, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will continue to do the needful, and we also want to encourage him to remain strong, that we are here, we are not shaking, we are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. Anybody thinking that they will play this their stupid game that they played 1967 to 1970, that's not going to work in this time, this particular time. And we are speaking with authority that we are not going to back down, regardless what all these cronies are doing. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why they are still keeping him, they thought that when they got him, kidnap him the way they did in a rogue style, I call it in a rogue style, a country that acts like a rogue state. I see Nigerian state as a rogue state, and that is exactly what they are living up to. So we don't expect anything less than what we are seeing now. They have exposed themselves to the public, And the shame now is coming back on them. That is why they are still holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You understand? Because they know they have committed a heinous crime against their own law and also against the international community. And now the whole world is looking at Nigeria, displaying, Nigerian government displaying at their own ignorance. And let me tell our political elites that are playing prank with the lives of 70 million people. We have made it very clear to them that before you kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he has already finished the job. He has done the job. And that's why you and I are still able to stand here now doing what we are doing, regardless his absence. That is to tell them that that message we are telling them, that we are not going to back down. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done his job. Now they had him, thinking that once they had him, he's the one causing the insecurity. They are using him just to try to play to the world that the ones you had Nnamdi Kanu, the insecurity in the north, not even in the south, in the north will stop. He's the one fueling it from the east. But to their greatest surprise, which is why they are finding it difficult now on what to do. They had Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The insecurity in the north has continued, which themselves, the northerners, are the ones sponsoring it, the politicians. You see in recent time that they are about to change their useless, worthless Naira note. Now you see sacks of Nigerian Nairas, money, being pushed out to the public. Some of them have rotted in the place they hide it in the north. Some of them been carried with a trailer load. And now the question
because Mazi, some people were thinking they just want to change the color of the note. They don't know what behind printing a new money. Continue, Mazi. Thank you very much.
Mazi, I'm just building this foundation so that our people will know the politics that Fulanis are playing. Now, they are changing this note just to, because the trailer load of Naira note that they stock in the north, they stole from the central bank during the time of this guy, from the Fulani leaders that have, governed the country, including the other one, is it Lamido Sanusi, that left the office and burnt down the whole, central bank office in Lagos, burnt it down just to cover the evidence. Now, they have seen that that money that they have packed in the north have rotten, completely useless. Now they have to change the note and bring whatever left over for the public to use it to bargain again and store more money. Do you see how corrupt these people are? Do you see? We know their game. But they want to do this while keeping Nnamdi Kanu, close mark as much as they can. All right, they want to do this because they thought that once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the open, still doing what he's doing, by now Biafra might have come. So they hastened to, to kidnap him, to hold him, and now remember very well. Remember that our leader, before he was kidnapped, he warned us about this day coming in case he doesn't know, but he knew that something is going to happen. He himself had built up his mind, and he himself understand what is ahead of him. You understand? So he already prepared us. Look, that these people have dished out billions of Naira, and they had all this money, and the north, we are being slaughtered. The Fulani, we are busy slaughtering them. Hunger was killing them in the north. They have the spice of this note hidden somewhere in the north, rotting away. And now they come to the east to instigate some kind of unrest. Now, which our leader saw it coming, he warned our people that these people have dished out money, they have mapped out money that they're going to use to actually, bribe so many, including those who we believe that they are with us, that we should be prepared. over these days ahead. And now, what happened? They kidnapped him. And what he's professed came to pass. Now, the money that you have seen now being dished out to some, hungry people that has no job somewhere. Some of them are in Europe here doing nothing. You and I now, I came work very late at night and I struggled to wake up this morning to be here because I have something doing. We are the ones spending our time and money to restore Biafra, to educate our people on top of it, sacrificing for it, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing. So these people who are busy accusing the leadership and all this are the ones that spend the whole time of their day, going on social media, talking rubbish, dishing out order, making sorts of noise. Since 1 year now, nothing have been achieved. But we are going to come back to that later because I know you have a lot of stuff in there in store. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why they're still holding him is the shame of what they have done. And I want our people to understand. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that I know will not walk away from that place without having anything. He made it very clear.
I believe you.
Either they give him referendum, even if they open that gate for him to walk out, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that I know will not walk away without them agreeing on something. That this is what is going to happen once I step out, and I'm going to let my people know that this is the agreement, that anything, if you go against it as usual, now you are the one who be held accountable for this. And this is where we are. Now, the Southeast governors and all these Eastern governors, both the coastal region, all of them ganging up and all these things, going to the Malami and all the Fulanis, kissing their asses and licking their shoes just to, keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu holding. And the more you hold him, it's going to give us opportunity to achieve, to mobilize. But the same thing Wike did. Where is Wike today? They used him, they took his money, and they gave him nothing. One thing we are saying, that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in their making, it's not in their hand. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be set free and Biafra will be restored. Nobody is holding him. I know what is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there. I know the reason why he's there. It's for Biafra restoration, nothing less, nothing more. So we are warning them that without Biafra, both of us are still here.
Thank you very much, Mazi Isaiah. For some of you that are just joining us, I want you people to know that this is one of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, one of those that are piloting this struggle at this moment that we are. He is a deputy to our European rep. So the man that you are seeing direct on your screen now is not just that thing. It's not. It's one of them. Mazi, we are going to go to the new phase of what is happening today in Biafra land. Mazi, before I will bring up this video, I want you to make sure you listen to what I'm going to say. I want you to tell us the benefits and disadvantage of sit at home. Remember, the first time they pushed sit at home, you are among those that seated on a round table to talk about the sit at home. And we know the reason why. And we have achieved our aim on that first sit at home because it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are not bringing him to court. And we have to do what we have to do to make sure that our leader comes to court. After we achieved it, some people are now taking it upon themselves, using it in our land, causing chaos, snatching of cars, motorbikes, and even though at the same time kidnapping our people, using their house as a prison or cell. But before we go on, there is a video that I want us to listen. This is a message from Onyendu in DSS dungeon. We are going to listen to it now before you will take over the floor, please, Mazi.
Powerful, Nnamdi Onyendu yesterday. DSS. What you say with 50? That's what Nnamdi just went into yesterday, 5th of December 2022. Na DSS. Afam bu na make Ejiofor. Abu mo lawyer, the men the lawyers na ebere ibe. O nwere ozi o si ka nzie. E ma powerful. Ka nzikwuo ndị ọzọ ka unu nwee ike rebroadcast ya. Anya bụ ozi bụ na ya nụrụ na na-enwe na nwere ndị chọrọ itinye sit at home 5 days sit at home from 9th of December 2022 to 14th December 2022 minus on the 13th of December 2022. Wesi mungu unu na ndị anụmanụ ya chi tinye that sit at home bụ ndị a chọrọ ka ya pụta from the dungeon ọnọ. Na ndị a bụ ndị federal government amalami kwụnyere ụgwọ n'aka ha wee tinye ọgba aghara n'ala Igbo wee na-eme sit at home ma nke kwesịrị ime ma nke ekwesịrị ime. Ọ sị a na-edeclare sit at home 5 days n'ala Igbo na December ebe a makwa na December ka ụmụ be anyị ji anatasi ụlọ. O wee na-asị na sit at home of 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th and 14th December na ya kansụl bịa. Ọ sị m gwa gị ịma powerful ma gwa Chinasa Nworu ma gwa Edozie that they should broadcast it and cancel the sit at home they declare from wrongful source. The only person on when you declare sit at home was the head of Directorate of States, DOS, Chika Edozie. Any other declaration by any other person from any other quarter is illegal, is unlawful, and must be stopped. Or where's nobody, Igbo, you not support Igbo, you not support freedom and action, should enforce any sit at home on the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 14th of December 2022. Also, what can matter now? I like the criminality going on in Igbo land. Anybody involved in kidnapping, in killing of Ndi Igbo, is fighting against the cause of Biafran freedom. Imane kidnap ndị chọrọ ịzụ azọ, imane ezu property ndị chọrọ ịzụ azọ, you talk in their support. Also, that is not the spirit under which IPOB is formed, and that is not the spirit of the Igbo man to kidnap his own, or to steal, or rob, or kill his own. Recruited bandits. Because of so anybody from anywhere, whether in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, a command is kidnap one the mother, especially in the Ibanya. Mosijana Pamuto ha, Mosijas Wori, Mosija Buebu, Nonyama, Abro Onibo, and Onyama Abronye, and Ndibo Kusim and Meko. That in Igbo, in all ramifications, must fight against such people. Biafra or IPOB, another Bundinka, another Bundibo, another Bumado, they have a job of freedom. So, because one of the messages also can see, so, if my powerful, you can rebroadcast it directly as I've said it, or if they're to Chorizo idea. But these are the words of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the 5th of December 2022 when we visited him in the DSS. Myself, Nnamdi Ejiofor, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and Chief Mike Ozekome, SAN. Thank you very much. Jesus Christ. Amen.
He say, Mazi,
Yes.
as you are going to begin to, address this issue, At the same time, I want you to also address the position of Mazi Chike Doziem, because there is something I understand here. I don't care about what other things that they said. I pick a very vital point, that who is in charge to give order is Mazi Chike Doziem. That means that Mazi Chike Doziem also have power to remove and replace anybody, and nobody should question him. That shows that Mazi Chike Doziem is superior than any other position in DOS. If I'm not getting it right, Mazi, I want you to tell us, and at the same time, tell us those people now that are using sit at home to cause crimes in our land. I want us to tell us the benefit and disadvantage of all this sit at home they are doing now. And again, you know, whenever we are doing sit at home, something must happen in Biafra land. When all this dead man that is in Asorok is coming, we may sit at home. When we are having our Heroes Day, we may sit at home. When Mazi Nnamdi is going to court, we may sit at home. Now, I want to ask you, what do you understand from these shenanigans that is happening today? What are they doing? You listen to Mazi Nnamdi, if I'm mistaken, call his name. Mazi, the floor is yours. Tell us what you know. Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you. I am going to explain and elaborate this as much as I can to the layman's understanding. First of all, our people need to know that IPOB has been running for closely 8 years now, you know, since the birth of IPOB. And everything has been going well, and we also have gone through turbulences, a lot of turbulences before now, and of course this is the biggest part of it, and I believe after this there won't be any other, and then Biafra will be restored. So I always tweet and say on my Facebook platforms, I always say that our people should remain strong and focused. Only people who doesn't know what we have achieved. Mazi, if I have to start from where I am, it was just a week ago, just 2 weeks ago, a week ago, that the government of this country invited us to participate on integration program they have. Now that tells you how far we have gone. I want our people to pay attention. I want our people to listen very, very carefully, because some of them do not understand where we are. They don't understand what we are doing. They think that Biafran restoration is an emotional thing. Of course, somehow it's emotional to us because we have lost a lot of people in our race since 1945, 1967, and then up until now. Nigeria has been kept as one at the blood of innocent young women, youth, children, father of Igbo race. That is the only way Nigeria is functioning. But I'm telling you, Mazi, this particular time, this is our generation, you and I are not going to back down. We are not going to give any inch of our land to any of these criminal invaders, regardless what they are doing. We have come here, we've been educated, we have seen how country is being run. We have seen how society has been established. We have seen how people live normal life here. And now we have understand that what we are living back home is not a life. And we are going to restore Biafra and put our people back on the track, regardless. Regardless. So what the enemy are doing now is a waste of time. I know why I'm saying this and hammering on this. Now, I have visited, I think was it 2 months ago that I went to Catalonia. They invited IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. Nothing was attached to it. Nothing. It was indigenous people of Biafra. The picture that you see us walking, way back to walking on the street is there. It says indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. It was not added anything on it. and this is like Mazi, my comrade, have said, that we have getting to a stage where IPOB leadership is sharing information, intelligence with the countries that matters. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the stage we are. And this is the thing that these criminals are trying to thwart, trying to put our leader in a situation that it will look like he's running a rogue organization. But that's not the case. The countries of the world know who we are. We are registered here. And there is one I'm going to expose later on if she does not do what we ask her to do. These are people who invaded IPOB from onset. They joined us few years, waiting for this opportunity that you see that happened on our leader. But they did not know that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was called to do the job. He was called to do it. And some of us that have joined him years ago was also this information, this Biafra restoration was revealed to us before we even joined it. Because we did not know what was it when this Biafra was revealed to us. There is the organization we will join, prophecies coming all over the place when I used to be in the church, that you will join organization. There is something that you will join that your name will be heard all over the world. It's not going to be pastor, because my mother was pushing for me to go for pastor work, and you know parents now. So it said that my last born needs to join, be a pastor. So, and when the prophecies were coming all over the place, when I visit home, these prophecies will come. People that I don't know, will just prophesy about this, that there's something that you're going to join. But by then, even IPOB has not been, I haven't heard about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then there's no IPOB at the time, So this thing I'm telling you happened, just 2005, 2006, 2007. These prophecies were coming from different people. Even an American pastor also told me this, but I don't know what was it. But they said it's not going to be pastor, so do not look towards that side. So I said, what the hell is going to be then? What is it going to be? What is the thing that I will be a part of, and my name will be heard all over the place? Now, I'm not saying this to praise myself, but I'm just saying that this journey we are in now has been reviewed into people for a very long time, even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before we join it. And that's why you and I are still here today, standing firm. Now, regarding this sit-at-home stuff, we are the one that initiated it. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also was here when sit-at-home was initiated. And it happens, first of it was on May 30th. So that was the first of it, and then it was good. And then he used it when it's necessary. Now, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, we are still, people, now let me say something that people need to understand. People were saying that the leadership were quiet. First of all, we are running a movement of nearly 70 million people. And I will say, in my own opinion, the governing body of DOS, of this IPOB, is DOS. And our territory were invaded, even without us knowing it, even when Onyendu was there. The DOS family was invaded, and there are some certain things, some body language we were seeing at that time. Some of us were pinpointing it, and we are trying to know why those behaviors from certain individuals, people who are desperate, and you raise some points, some of them get a bit agitated, so we are monitoring the movement, and also we are giving feedback to Onyendu. But what they tried to do at the time is to try to get Onyendu distanced from his hardliners. And for some reason, I'm going to reserve that for another day. But then Onyendu was drawn close to these criminals that has nothing to offer in America and all the rest of it. The Nigerian government, these are agents of Nigerian government, and they were paid, giving huge amount of money to be donating somehow to make Onyendu trust them, that these are the people that are going to bring about Biafra or help him bring about Biafra, not knowing that these are the people that will sold him, so which they ended up doing what they did. And within this period, Onyendu was kidnapped. We did not know. We did not get any information whatsoever until we start hearing this rumor within 24 hours. I have to call the head of the directorate, and also I left a message on the DOS forum saying, look.
Mazi, please, because I have to ask you this once again. There's something that you mentioned here, because I heard one idiot last time when this thing just happened. He was saying that Onyendu was on mountain or a mountain. I don't know, is under the mountain, inside the mountain, or on top of mountain praying. You said that you people were not aware that Onyendu were kidnapped. Is it what you are saying? I want you to repeat it again because I want our audience to hear it. Continue, man.
At that particular time, we were not aware of what was going on. So this thing had happened within, within that 8 days of his disappearance. We have not, but some officers who had appointment with him could not reach out to him. You understand? They could not reach out to him, but then they trying to investigate what is going on. Knowing them themselves that communicate with him. I don't want to mention names, of course. We know those who are constantly in communication with him, and also I used to be in communication with him. So there was no sign of him. We thought that is the usual thing that he's somewhere, and we don't want to disturb him until he gets back to some individual that he normally get in touch with. But before we know it, rumors begin to come around that they saw Onyendu has been kidnapped, Onyendu has been apprehended somewhere. And they said, how come? What happened? So we get to, our head of the directorate was working as well. And once he came online and got message, he also get some call from us. And he listened to what is going on the OS forum, and he couldn't believe it. Some of us were in shock. So we are suggesting him that the meeting should be summoned immediately so that we can, ascertain if there is any officer or any member that has information on what happened. And he called the meeting in less than few hours that he got that information, the DOS meeting. And I don't want to review some certain things here, but until the right time. There are a lot of information we have that we don't want to review to our people after that meeting. So there are some certain individuals that had information that Onyendu has been kidnapped, and they have said it. They have said it to some non-DOS members. Those people have even had the information, and we don't even know that Onyendu has been kidnapped. They're supposed to bring the alert to the leadership first, but they choose to keep it themselves, waiting to hear that Onyendu has been killed somewhere, and then they will launch the attack. You understand? This is what happened, and we know those. And somebody was invited in the US to ascertain, and he twists some certain things and trying to intimidate the leadership at the time. I told him, I stood up there, I told him.
You continue because, Mazi, why I'm asking you all this thing is like, you are in position to tell us what we have to, people want to understand something. But why at the end, Mazi, we want to understand this thing as part of the leadership. Why it is that you people don't even, does it mean that you people, there's a time that you people are not associating much closer to Onyendu because of American people? Because it's what I'm trying to understand. Why it is like that? Why? I want to ask.
Yes, to my own understanding, there was a little time distance from our leadership, from Onyendu, which it do happen from time to time. And we understand because this is how the leadership, the DOS operates. So we understand his position. We try to there are some individuals that are constant in contact, that monitors and keep track of him when it's necessary, and also let us know that he's fine. But there was a time there's a little bit of distance, which not too long. I'm not going to say a lot of things here, like I said. That was the time I believe these American people were engaging him, trying to probably keep him away from these people. They are the ones that are going to destroy him. You see that all those times the prophecies start coming from the one they call the ego prophet, the boy that we don't know, nobody knows about this guy. All of a sudden, this guy propped up, and they start sharing his prophecy and instigating fear all over the place that Onyendu is going to be hammered, and this will happen to him, someone that is close to him. And we are also paying attention, regardless that we're not coming to challenge the whole thing. We are paying attention because we don't know. The struggle has, upgraded from where it was before, and it's climbed, it's stepping up to a certain stage that
yes, because we are
So,
also happy, and we thought that things are moving well. We don't know that we are going into a pit. You are right, because
yes,
everybody we are happy. Even though when they said we only to announce that they gave us $100,000, we are happy. We thought that things are moving fine. We don't know that this is to water their ground. Must continue, please. Continue.
And now, if any of us, if Biafrans, the hardcore ones, who has been in this struggle for a very long time, like you and I, can actually, prove what I'm saying, our families everywhere there was a surge of people coming into IPOB family. But their body language sometimes it kept me uncomfortable. Despite that we are giving them oath at that time, there was a surge. And even before then, I have warned my own, my own executive here. By that time, I was still a national coordinator. I'll have warned my own officers here, and also some officers in Europe. And I told them, look, this movement we are in now, there will be a time that we will have unprecedented number of people, flooding into our meeting, and then it will get more difficult to manage them because the mentality of these people have not grinded into what we're doing. And there will be a lie, subterfuge, blackmailing, and all these things to the officers. All of you should understand from where you started and how long you have been to get where we are now. So do not go and join them into gossip, or you start hearing some of this lie, this person is doing this, and then you forgot that this person, you have been with him working in this Biafra restoration for a very long time. Make sure that you have your mind, sanitized to assess everything that members will be telling you. Maybe from new members, there will be blackmailing. I remember somebody called on Radio Biafra and also attack IPOB Island. These are agents that was sent to targeted officers, heavy officers. I'm telling you, heavy officers that time with blackmailing. People who listen to broadcast Onyendu, they called even on UHMFO's program, they called us on Onyendu. It was praised that time, and that IPO, and they were trying to insert themselves by force into position.
And again, Mazi, you are talking about, even though till today that UHMFO is out, some people continue to praise UHMFO on absent of our leader. When our leader was there, they were not praising UHMFO. Our leader is today in DSS Dungeon. They are telling us that UHMFO is the good person. I don't know why are they saying this. And Oyendu must hear this. Continue, Mas.
Yes, I'm coming to this because these things all connected to what the sit at home we are talking about. So we're not losing track. I want our audience to know that we're not losing track, but I want to build a little bit so that they will know where we are, and to also justify what is happening now themselves. Let them be the one to judge what is going on if they want to. Now, this thing is what we have, this surge of influx of our people joining IPOB all over the place, and then all of a sudden, Onyendu was kidnapped. All of a sudden, Onyendu was kidnapped. And you see some people went to Masanga immediately, posed themselves, wear barrets, posed themselves with immediately. The leadership were still struggling to understand how did this happen? Who knows what? Is there any member of DOS that knows about the kidnapping of Onyendu from 19th his last appearance on fundraising in Australia. Who knows? Who had the information? What happened? How did Onyendu get where he is? And some people has already gone on interview. And those who claim that he was on the mountain, those who claim that, you know, there are some ones that I don't even want to mention there. I'm waiting the right time that I will strike on that. And these are the people that maybe some people are looking at and saying that the DOS betrayed Onyendu. There are one or two people they are looking at. Not Mazi Chinasanwolu, not Chike Doziem, not me, not a few others, not Mazi Former. These are credible men that have been with Onyendu for a very, very long time. And they have not buckled to any pressure. Even when Clifford Urania and the rest of them did what they did not buckle, they were still here. But the leadership is keeping quiet because we have managed to discover where Onyendu is. Onyendu, we know his body language speaks a lot to us. We interpret it. Once a message comes from Onyendu, we know. The one that is being diluted, we also know. What is it that is happening in Germany? We know. So we want to let our people know that once Onyendu is still there, we cannot interpret whatever message that comes from his end, if there is any. And now, Onyendu have already built the leadership, the DOS, which somehow he has clearly understand that what happened. Onyendu understand what happened. And those who are behind his ordeal are the one constantly attacking the leadership, attacking the real leadership, the hardliners of Onyendu. Now they will be sitting there watching these people bully the wife of our leader, call him all sorts of names. They will insult our leader himself. They will even insult the family of our leader. They will not say anything. You won't see them go out there and tweet like they always come first and tweet about Onyendu is on the mountain, Onyendu is this.
Mazi, do you know there's something that I just, you know, sometimes I used to go to their pages and see. Mazi, do you know that this issue of sit at home, that the whole DOS have tweeted, all the media warrior, all the, you know, the freedom fighters and lovers of freedom have tweeted and said there is nothing like sit at home. Do you know up to date these people never wrote it on their page?
No, Mazi, I am coming to that. That's why I'm coming from the beginning, so that I want people to understand how we get here. This is not the whole story, but I just want to give them preamble how we get here. You understand? So these are the people who sit there, watch their own brother being bullied, being attacked by one individual and his gangs. He never issued any press release, any write-up to condemn and tell this person, stay away from my family. Stop using my family's, at least say something. They have not done that. But those who are fighting to keep the name of the family clean from the mud these people are trying to drag it are the one they decided to fight against. Mazi Chike doesn't do this, because they are the one that knows what happens to Onyendu. That is why they want to divert the attention of the people to attack the leadership. When the leadership give order for something that we eat fruit, they want to go against it. Now let's go to let me just leave it there because I don't want to let loose the whole thing the way it is, because that would be a little bit much. But now let's go to the sit-at-home nonsense that is going on. It was the leadership and Onyendu that started this sit-at-home thing. And we use it whenever it's necessary. It's not something that you have to abuse. It's part of our weapons, but it's not what will bring Biafra. And now, the sit-at-home now that this charlatan issued the order. Because some people that are very close, or will I say in the family of Onyendu, Eden abetted this idiot. I am telling you, if some of them have stand up and said, stay away from my family, the world will know that this guy is a criminal.
Mazi, Isaiah, please. We are going to take a call from the on the ground. We have some reports in Enugu, what is going on in Enugu. We have some our coordinators that they want to tell us what is happening in Enugu. Please, I will allow you, please give them some audience so that they can be able to tell us what is going on before we continue. It's very, very important. Mazi on the ground, the phone is open for you. Please, I want you to tell us what is going on, Mazi.
Yeah, Mazi, good morning, good afternoon from here. Kaliswara Pedias, my deputy rep, Mazi Isaiah Yoba. I greet you. This is Mazi for the chronic speaking from Warsaw, Poland here. And our leader still remains one and only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That of members with Yoshubu Prezanya. And all his listeners, like you are one of them, being the NIFO, you are one of people we've been missing from Facebook. And we know you are coming back as soon as possible. And all the fanaticals, men and women of all over the world listening this afternoon, we appreciate all of you. And we want you to take certain things into consideration and listen very, very careful. And our people, you continue to share the program. Before I make my comments, I have our media from Enugu, Biafra land. You want to brief us on the happenings within and around the Enugu, even in Biafra land as the whole. Is one of our medias. We don't want to mention their names because our brother, our comrade from Enugu, Biafra land. Can you hear us? We are on to very loud and clear. I don't know if you are hearing me too.
Yes, we are hearing you sound and clear.
All right. I want to appreciate our presenters. Mazi Okeforeign, I must appreciate you for your effort. And I'm thanking all Biafrans and the loyal IPOB members who has been doing marvelously well towards this restoration of Biafra. May Chukwuka continue to bless and guide us in all ramifications. He said, just like you rightly said, a lot is happening in Enugu, and I would like to go straight to the point. We all have been seeing what has been transpiring in Soka, issues as a local government. In issues that is, if you come to issues as a local government, we have various communities. Communities in the issues Ehamufu, Ikem, Agumete, Ipapara, all these places are communities in issues. Quite a while now, we've been hearing a lot of Fulani S-men activities, invaders, killing and naming our people in the farmland. And a whole lot of things is going on. And I can tell you that these are state-sponsored terrorists going from one village to another in Enugu, killing our people. Last week, I'm even surprised that till this moment, no any media from the zoo has come up to write anything or even publish it. That is a grand conspiracy against the people of Biafrans. In Isuzu, not less than 30 people have been killed. A whole lot of them have been displaced. They are no more living in their houses. If you go to a community, the name of the community is Ipapara. Yes, Ipapara community, Agame community, Usamato community. Anyway, I believe the Biafrans who are from that particular area, they are hearing me. All this community, they are in fear. It's not majority of them has been displaced. They are no more living in their houses. Fulani invaded that place last week, and they were shooting sporadically, shooting outside, killing all our people, men and women. A lot of them were displaced, and these guys came with AK-47 rifle. what they were shouting while they were killing our people was, this is our land, this is our land. That was the only language they understand. That was the only language they were speaking that our people from that axis can only understand. Why the other languages were fufude, showing that they are core Fulani and they came for a prepared mission. While they were on that operation, the operation lasted for 3 days. It was on the second day that we got notice. We got notified that this is what is happening. And we were shocked. And quite unfortunate that most of this community, they don't have network. The online network is not there for call. They cannot make us. So they have to take bike and go up to 3 or 4 kilometers away from their own community before they can access a network for call. So that was how we were able to, we got the information very lately. Meanwhile, when we got the information, we followed it immediately. On the course of following the information, I got a call from our people in Benue State. These are people sharing the same boundary between Enugu and Benue State, because Isuzo is directly having a boundary with Benue State, which is Oju. So Oju local government in Benue State, although these are called Biafrans carved into Benue State. I received a call from a community called Inikiri in Benue State, Inikiri in Oju, Benue State. They called me and they were like, and because we have a family unit there, they called me and were like, that Fulani have stormed their community. Within the same period of time, all these things are happening. Meaning that immediately after they invaded Hamufu, Osamado, they have to cross over to Inikiri. These people of Inikiri, they are Igbo-speaking Biafran, but carved into Benue State. They called me and they were complaining bitterly that a lot of them have run out of their community. These people of Inikiri, they don't even have network for call. There's no mass, no communication network. They cannot. So only few number of people have phone call there. And we managed to receive this information through one of them who is mobile. So he was able to move to the place where he can access call. So what am I saying in essence that this is a planned attack, and they continue to carry it out. Till this moment, nothing has been done by the state governor or state government. Last time, what Igwa went and did was to deposit 10,000 naira. 10 million naira. Although 10 million naira, why the people rejected it? They said no, the 10 million naira is more than what these people have destroyed.
Mazi, please hold on. This 10 million you are talking about, is it to replace the bodies of our people, or in exchange of human being? Is it what Uganda is doing?
He claimed it's a form of compensation to the loss of lives, properties, and the whole of the 10 million naira. But the people stood on the ground. They rejected it. They declined that money because in Isuzo, they are very good in farming, and more especially they cultivate rice, and then Fulani paraded their cows into that very community. They destroy millions worth of farmland. If you go there, you see our people are suffering. We are hearing and we are seeing, and we are seeing a lot of videos coming from there. And talking about 10 million, knowing the cost of things in Biafra land now, the way they have strangled us, the situation that places our people, is that 10 million compared to the number of the deaths. In that 10 million enough even to buy what the gasket or coffee to bury them or to do the burial. It's the one we tell our people that the only leader we have in Biafra land is Mazi to come. And this Ipob that is serving everyone of us. And we thank God our Deputy European Rep, Mazi is here, getting the message. And when you talk about the media, Biafra, there's the one I sent you. This is the organ.
Yes, I have everything. We are going to also push it. We are going to also push it. Yes.
Yeah, I'll record the telephone numbers. Their telephone numbers here now. You take it down as you are projecting it. You forward their telephone numbers. Let the Biafra do the info. When you come against us, we will definitely come against you. This organ 98.3 FM is in Biafra land. It's in Omambara. It's in an anti-ego. Or the new group and you do. Now they are calling us prescribed.
Mazi, please, Mazi, before you continue, there's somebody that asked question here that is it any lockdown on the 9, 10, 11 and whatever? I want you to answer it before you continue, please, Mazi. Somebody asked the question.
But it's part of the thing we are going to treat now. That's
okay, good. Okay, so you are saying it is good. Mazi, continue, please. Yeah. Forget about it and continue. The Deputy European Rep will treat. We talk about it. Okay? Thank you.
Yeah, summarize that time, please. Yeah.
Summarize because of time, please.
Tell our people, like our radio is on 102.1 is on, and Nigeria government, our deputy European rep, we want him to say something about what Nigeria government is going around now, robbing people country to country, promising them oil and the gas in order to tag Ipob, a terrorist organization. And the last one before I go out to give back to the brother is that our leadership, we are pleading because he's here, he's part of the leadership. This is the so-called useless seat that we're talking about. They are going around, they are making way in Biafra land. There is nothing like that, and our leadership will do what they know how to do. Writing the market union, transport union, and churches. A well-worded letter as regard to this. This is what I want to let our deputy European take over as soon as our brother from Enugu has given his report. Mazi, go on and finish every report you have there.
Mazi, please manage your time and please go ahead. Thank you. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much. Just like I'm saying, the government of Enugu intentionally kept quiet. Even the fact that they came with 10 million naira is a kind of mockery because a whole lot of things is happening. Now, going back to what has been transpiring in Suso earlier before now, we have a whole lot of our brothers in Enugu Mazimo prison up to date. Some of them are from this community. Sometimes last year, something happened when our people, our boys, our ESM boys went there for surveillance. Then on that course, just to go and survey the footsteps and the activities of this Fulani Esme Janjaweed. On that course, the neighborhood watch and this so-called forest guard saw them. And then the community people, they decided to join hands together and revolted against our young men. Even though they know that these guys are even their own brothers. They are indigenous of that community. They are indigenous of Isuzo. They know. But their point was that there's no how ESN will come and take over. Our ESN should. They don't want activity of ESN. So what they decided to do was to hand them over to police, the Nigerian police. The Nigerian police arrested these guys, detained them in the Cape police station. On the next day, they moved them to Obolafo police station. From Obolafo to State CID. From State CID, they arranged them to the magistrate and to remand them in prison. Till today, just that one of them just came, one of them recently was granted bail. But some of them are still there. These are our boys who deem it necessary to go and do the needful. But the community revolted it. So whatever they are suffering now, unlike what a whole lot of people doesn't understand, our people are trying, but the fact is that the people whom we are trying to lay effort towards on, they are our problem. If they had to stand up on their feet and supported our men, what transpired, this loss of life wouldn't have happened. The same thing we are suffering in Nsukka. Look at that from OP Road, Enugu to Opisuka Road, along Ukoko, all this place, kidnapping has been happening there every day. Despite the presence of the militaries or uniform on that road, kidnapping every day. Who are the people kidnapping? The other time, we learned 2 students were kidnapped. The other time, it was on record. A lecturer was also abducted along that line. After it was discovered it is Fulani people. But why is it that the militaries are not doing anything? The presence of the military is not even giving any positive impact. The same things are applicable in the Four Corner area of Enugu State. Four Corner is within the Kanu West. There's a road at Four Corner leading to Ojiri, leading to Uti. A very sharp bending corner there. The militaries are there. Up to even as at this moment, militaries are there. SARS are there. All kind of police, but yet it's okay, and we know that dropping reports. We know that
you people should round up. You people should round up. Let us.
Please, I have tagged you the telephone numbers.
I have everything. I will bring it on the screen. I will bring it out here. People will see it also. I have it already on my. I will bring everything out. I will bring it out.
We put the radio Biafra in few time, so we can conclude from there. Let our deputy repair rep.
Thank you.
Finish up the program. We appreciate your hard work. Biafra can continue hitting.
Thank you. Thank you very much for this intel. Thank you very much for this time that you're trying to tell us what is going on in Biafra land. We thank you people so much. Deputy European Rep, please. I want you to continue where you stop. And before you continue, if you can give me just a small time, I want you to continue. I want to bring this video of those places that Fulani have been taking over. I want you to continue. When I get it, I will bring it out, please.
All right. Okay. And now let's just go as quick as we can now, so to catch up all the time that we've lost here. What is happening in Enugu is very, very heartbreaking. But this is what we have warned our people, and that's why we are appealing to our people here in diaspora. Men, those from Enugu side, they should understand that they have a significant role to play in this Biafra restoration. They cannot be sitting here enjoying themselves while their own people are being killed back home. So they must join hands together to make sure that we rescue our people, those who are farming back home, rather than them doing celebrations here and IRIM, while those that are cultivating the yam are being killed on a daily basis. It's very, very sad, and it's quite unfortunate. Now, let me just go straight into what we are saying, and then I will come to maybe that will connect to Enugu issue as well. So what the leadership have managed to, put together since our leader were kidnapped, those who knows on time and went outside, prefer to go outside and say to some people who are not members of the leadership of IPOB, or even to the head of directorate. Some of them we are asking the US, they refuse to say anything, but they know. They refuse, they say that they don't know. Why they know? Those people they told, we heard from them that we are told on time, minutes, seconds, when we are kidnapped. These people are evil, and these are the people who are painting, bringing bad name to the leadership of IPO, but in a due time.
I want you to see the video they are talking about. This is the video here.
The Fulanis has conquered this village. They has deserted so many. In fact, they killed uncountable number of people. They are bringing in the Fulanis, Janjaweed, jihadist system into our land. But we've promised them that not even of our landed properties will be given to them. Not at all, not in this life. It's not going to be possible. Look at it. People have run away. Their properties, everything. Look at their homes. So their homes everywhere deserted. The men are out. Eastern Security Network are out.
Thank you, Mazi. I want you to continue, please. I just want to show you so that you will see what they are talking about. Continue, Mazi, please.
Yes, yes. I've seen that video. They, like I said, it's quite unfortunate and it's good. People are now saying, would they blame Nnamdi Kanu for that now in Enugu? Would they blame anybody? Would they blame IPOB for what is happening in Enugu? Would they say that it's IPOB ESN that is causing the carnage and the killings of our people in Enugu? But we have the so-called Enugu governor sitting there doing nothing. Sitting there, that one, sometimes looking at him, you will know that the governor doesn't look like him. It's like somebody I just know. I just don't understand the kind of his appearance. Sometimes is very sickening, you know. And these are the people who sit as the head of security of the state, watching their own people, poor people. Meeting they will be laughing at their stupidity. You'll be looking at this. These are people, his own people, their own people. These are the people inviting security men to come and kill people without bringing them to court to let the court take its preeminence. But they won't do that. They will look at the young boy, they will shoot him dead. They'll call them Yahoo Plus, they'll call them IPOB, they'll call them reason to kill young youths. And I'm asking them, if there's Sam Mbakwe, Michael Okpara, all the rest of them, Akanibian, the time they were in position, if they were doing this thing they are doing now, would they be alive to be governors today? Would they be alive to be answering elites and politicians today? What they are doing to our youth now, because they were youth during the time of these people. Ugwani was a youth during the time of them, Samba. Okebeke in Imo State was a youth during the time of Samba. Nneyamodo was a youth during the time of Samba. All these governors now that are parading themselves like uneducated fools, making mockery of governance. We are youth. But during their time, there was no youth that our political elite killed that time or arrested illegally. But today, they are the one inviting military to go and in a marketplace. You see these people going in a marketplace, open fire in front of people, women, children, traumatizing them. And the British are here looking at this. Katrina Lang is all over the place in the rivers, across the river, dancing. And people could not even throw an egg to him and that to her. This is the way they have beaten us hands down. If not IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, the same ESN that they pursued out in this community in Enugu that was protecting them. As soon as, in fact, like this guy was saying, few of the ESN were arrested. Some of them, as Mazungoru was said, some of them were killed because the sabotage in this our place in Enugu. I don't want to say something here to be like we want to blame anybody. Enugu was the capital of Biafra. Less than 3 months, Enugu fell into the hands of the enemy. And today, they were still doing the same sabotage they did 1967. They don't want to provoke us here to be saying something that we don't want, that will not help us now. At this our people should wake up in Enugu and stop this their sabotaging they are doing. They should stop it. They should wake up now and stop this their madness. 1967, a whole capital, within 3 months collapsed. And they had been constantly sabotaging this struggle all the time. ESN personnel came in Enugu to protect them. They sabotaged them. Some of the ESN operatives were killed. Some of them arrested by this community sabotaging them. Now today, the Fulanis that they welcome have come and ransacked them from their village and communities. Now, who is the fool? Who is the fool? And you see some of our people here misbehaving here in the Western world. Some of them came from that community, partying here. I don't want to speak against the spirit, like Onyendu said. Now let's continue on what happened with the sit at home. Now they are talking about now. The sit at home, Onyendu IPOB initiated it, and we are using it when it's necessary, applying it when it's necessary, not to abuse it. The time we used it was when Onyendu was kidnapped. We could not see him, whether he's alive, whether he's somewhere. We activated that to pressurize the government to bring out Onyendu if they have him alive. Based on the rumor we are hearing that these people who know that Onyendu was kidnapped never told us. They activated their attacker doggers, attack dogs. Everywhere there were IPOB leadership was mayhem was leashed on them to destroy it since Onyendu has been picked. So destroy the leadership. So there will be nothing left. In whatever they are saying, so diabolic in whatever they are saying. Everything, charm and this thing. To the extent somebody who called herself a freedom fighter. Why we are saying this, we want our people to know the position of the leadership. If they look at us as people who can compromise, who will mislead them in this struggle. Somebody is fighting for freedom of Biafra, and you're spreading your bekus all over the place. What does that got to do with the freedom of your people? How does that going to bring you Biafra? Spreading your bekus everywhere. To the extent this pervert that based somewhere, pick it up and help her then and spray and do cajole with it. That will remain on internet, on social media. Your children, your grandchildren will see that. Will see it. Because you want to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down. You want to bring IPOB down. Because we are paid agents. Now you have destroyed your life, your generation, and the even unborn generation. They will see that thing that is sacred to you. And they might help you to do that. Now, let me just continue. This sit at home now they are trying to use now. Now, my question now to Biafrans who are listening, because we want to deal with this issue. Now that all of you that are listening here, tell me, what is the reason of sit at home in Christmas time, December time? At the seasonal time that you need to, hustle and make for a living. Even in this country where I am now, all industries, companies are bringing goods for the season to sell, to make money for the season. The person asking you to sit at home 9, 10, 11, and whatever time, for what reason, what purpose? Now that our people are coming home, can you ask the person, what is the purpose of sit at home now? Is Nnamdi Kanu coming to court? Did Nnamdi Kanu sanction that? Did the leadership sanction that? This person that is asking you is doing his own work here, earning money through social media. He claimed that he's a lawyer. And there was nothing. Does a lawyer behave like the way he behaves? This guy did not even reach up to primary 6 school. By the way he speaks, by the way he makes his presentation, by the way he acts, will tell you that this guy did not even attend class 1. All he's doing is muzzle, struggle, positioning himself. Which lawyer would do what he did? Spreading women's private parts on the social media. If that guy has been in IPOB, had he been that guy, if that guy was recognized in the leadership or in IPOB and he did that, IPOB would have died a natural death today. That singular act, the Western world, the whole world would have seen IPOB as a useless organization by spreading a picture of a woman. And this is what we're telling our people to understand. And this is the one that's giving you order from where he is. For what purpose? Explain to me what is the reason of sitting at home. What did he want to achieve with it? Now, let me tell you something that some of you that are not paying attention to. IPOB today achieved what we achieved. Is it by sit at home? our court case that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu won both local, international, and their own court, was it truth certain? We have ways of, hitting our targets. Many traps that we have set for the zoo. What you're seeing now in IPOB, this IPOB that we are talking about, the leadership, what we are doing now is orientation of the new nation. Once we get into that new nation, there will be law and order. You will understand it even before it comes to you. You will know the right thing to do. There is one thing Mazi Chinasanworu said on air. And I didn't know there are people that observe such thing. I've never believed that. I was shocked when he said it on air. That if you look at how our youth, 3 or 4 of them stand around or walk around, you will know there is no training. You will understand that. Use that to compare. Mazi, you and I is here. Use that to compare when you see a group of youth here who went to school, who were trained, standing around or walking in a group. See how they behave and compare it with our own youth back home. You will understand that if not IPOB what we are doing, we would have finished as a race by now. And this is what we are trying to put in IPOB. This is what IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, discipline to the core. If you're not ready to listen to the directives of IPOB leadership, from zonal coordinator to the national, to the state, to the get out from IPOB. We are building a nation, for goodness sake. And this is what Nigeria is trying to ridicule now by issuing counter order, asking you to sit at home, when the leadership that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the structure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established to guide you to this promised land, they want you to go against it. They want you to destroy it before even you think to be arriving there. The leadership is here. We meant well. I can decide to quit IPOB tomorrow and go and enjoy my life here. Because nobody is paying me. I get nothing. I have my family, I have everything here, everything that I need to survive to the end of time. But those fools who come from useless, poor family that has no home training. Look at what they are doing on social media. Can you compare that with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? They will steal your money. They will come on social media and dance for you. You clap for them and say, right on, you are doing a great job. Who is foolish? Do you know how many people? I don't want to say something.
Yes, we are.
This country here, we registered here.
Issue. As soon as he's back, I'm going to bring him as soon as he's back. Okay, you're back again. Mazi, continue. Mazi, okay, we are still having STEM issue, technical issue. Mazi, you are back. You continue.
Yes.
And I want you to round up so that I will bring another phase of this campaign to free Mazi Nnamdi, because
yes.
we have a lot of things.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. Now, this is it at home now. Who issued the order? There is leadership. There is mechanism in place to guide IPOB, so you don't destroy the discipline. What Nigeria is trying to do, Nigerian agent is trying to do, to get you to go against, to disobey, to go against the structure, the movement that is guiding to you to this Biafra restoration. They want it to look like Nigeria. They want it to look like people who cannot adhere to instruction and laws of the land, which is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have taken years to build to this time. Because what we are building is a nation. Once Biafra is restored, everybody will fall into line without too much stress. What we are battling now is what would have been battled inside Biafra, which will destroy Biafra. But we are doing it now, getting our mindset prepared, knowing how to listen to instruction, knowing how to obey instruction, knowing how to obey the law, not to be insubordinate, not to be insubordinate to the leadership. To the leadership. The oath you take that your insubordination, you will not be insubordination to the leadership. And to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also. Go and look at your oath again. This is what we are doing. The sit at home can be used, but let me tell you, and the question I'm asking some of them, the victory we have recorded so far in the last nearly 5 months now, was it recorded through sit at home or through the techniques IPOB leadership is using? We have 110 plans a way to get to our destination. The zoo cannot detect where to go for us. They cannot put sit at home for you. They want to destroy you. And this is why we are telling you, listen to the Radio Biafra. Listen to our broadcasters who are here. Follow the leadership so that you will not fall into the trap these people are setting for you. But if they think they can tag IPOB terrorists, it's not going to work. Because the Western world know what we represent. We are the one here. Yes, there are some countries' intelligence that are making some inquiries, asking some questions to the IPOB members, both in Germany and here, to find out what these people are saying is truth. That is within their right to ask questions. If what we are doing is true, but we are registered here. People, Biafra has been given resident permits through us here. Efe is one. One Efe in Italy is one. That did not come through attached name, autopilot, or one idiot. This is what we have been doing in the last 3 or 4 years now. And now Biafrans has been given resident permit here on IPOB, not by other name. And then you want to ridicule it now, going against the nonsense. And this is what the Nigerian government are trying to do now, to attack our people, to get you to mess yourself up. Then they will use the evidence and present to the world. Look at these people. They can't be able to govern themselves. That's why we don't want to let them go. That's why we don't want to live in Nnamdi Kanu. We are telling you now to listen to the directives and instructions that are coming from the leadership and follow the directives. Don't go against what will ridicule Biafra restoration. We are very, very close. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very, very close to bring out this Biafra, and he needs our support. Listen to his instructions. Listen from the leadership he put in place to guide you in his absence. And do as we told you.
Of course, I'm going to bring him back again because it's very, very important. As soon as he's back, for some of you that are joining us for the first time, who you're having here is Deputy to European Rep, those that are leading this struggle on absent of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are still having the same issue, but we are going to get it right. Mazi, I want you to continue, please.
Yes, in summary, our people need to listen to the leadership Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place. Listen to him, listen to the leadership. We can never ever mislead you. We can never ever mislead you. That is a promise, and it's on our oath. We cannot even conceive to mislead you. There is no sit at home. In 9, 10, 11, 12, till the time they say that thing has no meaning. There was no reason for such a thing. Our people should go about their business and do not, what they want you to do is to get you to rebel against the leadership, to rebel against those who are fighting to protect you. So there will be anarchy in the land. They will find it as a reason to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is what they're doing. And as I've been asking as a question, what is the need of this announcement of sit at home? Who for what purpose? For what purpose? We have won the case in the court. We have recorded a victory everywhere. And they know. Now they are the one now issuing you the order to through their agents to go and sit at home. For what purpose? For what purpose? Why the leadership? And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have left a message. Now, if you don't want to believe what we're saying, now you have had it from our leader. So what is your reason now? The person you want to make sit at home said, no, he doesn't need it now. Listen to the leadership. I will order them whatever they want to, from what I want you to do. And the order will come from them. So this is what I want to say about the leadership, about the sit at home. There's nothing as such until the leadership announce that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you very much for this wonderful speech that you gave to our people. Like some of you that are just joining us for the first time, or you are just listening to us now, who we have here on Biafran Television Channel 1, like I said, we are on frequency. We are different from them. We are on satellite. We are on Biafran Television Channel 1/IPOB Rapture Media under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I will keep on saying this, whether you like it or not. Mazi Edoziem is the man in charge, on absent of our leader. I hope every one of you heard the message from one of our barrister, the message from Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that Mazi Edoziem is only one, only him. They are not two. Only him can give order, only him. If Mazi Nnamdi, you know, the last time that the wife of our leader came out to tell us that Mazi Edoziem is the one in charge, all of them came. Why? But Stephanie Ejiofor also came out and tell us they say it's lie. Another barrister have already come. But I want to say this. I don't hate anybody. I also want a lawyer, Jimakon. Whenever he go to visit Onyendu, he should come out and tell us what Onyendu said. We don't need to be telling us, Onyendu said that you should bring this person back. Onyendu said you should remove this person. That thing is in the hands of Mazi Edoziem to do it. That is an order. And he should report it to Mazi Edoziem. Mazi Edoziem is the person in charge to do it now. Not to begin to tell us something like order. You report to the head of directorate. Mazi Edoziem now will carry the order. When Onyendu give you a normal message, come and tell us, like all this no sit at home, we never heard it from any of you. You people should come and tell us when you visit Onyendu, what did Onyendu said about all this sit at home too? Because you people are also visiting Onyendu. I don't want to hear Onyendu say that you should change this one. Onyendu said that you bring this one back. That is not in your possession. Your own is to go there and speak to Onyendu. If it's something that is order, you give it to Mazi Edoziem. Because the last one I have said it again. Mazi Edoziem place. I want to go to this man. His name is Omar Musa, and this Omar Musa is a general officer, commander, GOC of 82 Division of Nigeria Army, Enugu. Major General Omar, according to the report available to IPOB intelligence unit, this Fulani man, this Fulani army general is a cause of the upsurge in kidnapping and Fulani killings in Enugu this day. This man, he is a cause of a lot of problem in northern part of Nigeria by killing a lot of indigenous people in north, even in the west, as is. And many other states government have all rejected him not to be post in their state. So Mazi, this is a very long article. We are not going to be reading it out. But I want to tell you that this man they call Omar Musa have been rejected in northern part of Nigeria. This man have been killing a lot of people in north. He is a sympathizer of Boko Haram and ISWAP. And the northern people, when they were killing people in southern Kaduna, they rejected him. And they posted him Yoruba land, which is west. The west see the activities of the man, that this man is not sincere, is coming to kill and maim and give and pave a way for the Fulanis to enter. The Yorubas rejected him. And the Mazi, do you know that Uguani today accepted this man? This is the man that behind the killings today in Biafra land. Mazi, I want you to talk about this man, why Ugwanya accepted him. And today they are killing and maiming and destruction of our properties in Biafra land. And Ugwanya is still not talking. Ugwanya is using 10 million in exchange of our people. Now 10 million naira now can solve or can bring back a dead people. Mazi, I want you to speak, please.
Yeah, Mazi, is like I said, it's really quite unfortunate and very, very sad and disheartening that this situation we find ourselves in it. And it's very hard to explain it. That regardless how you see the Yorubas, there are a little fraction in what fragments all over the place in Yoruba land, even in their own agitation. You can see that they've messed up themselves, using Tinubu and election and all this rubbish to mess up themselves and split themselves all over the place. They don't even know what they want now. But somehow, when they want to go for kill, they will find a way to come together and make their stance, well known. Now, why I'm saying this is that remember during the Amotokun launch or inauguration, they did it, and they have a vice president who happens to be dumb in the government. His boss died. Buhari died, and he couldn't find his stand to request for him to take over the office as Buhari died, and he kept quiet. Why? Rather, they kept him in a box. Once in a while, they will flash him to prove that he's there, and they will ask him, "Houseboy, go and sit down there and mind your business." And he claimed to be a pastor. And these things we are talking about, the Yorubas kept quiet, and they accommodate all those type of situations. Imagine where it would have been an Igbo man being in the position and his fellow Igbo man died, he will not be the first person to expose it. Now, the Amotokun, you cannot tell me that the vice president Osibanjo did not know that they were launching that, and they did it in a grand style. Nobody saw it coming until the day they launched it. All the Yoruba politicians, political elite, all of them supported the signed for that Amotokun security outfit. Whether they are functioning today, whether they are not functioning, that one is what I don't know. But they were able to do that in a grand style, well executed. And now there were nothing like forming a counter security outfit to quell Amotokun. So they all keep it on the background, and somehow they are functioning, even placed under salary. Now, look at when it comes to our own. And remember, they were the very first one that launched this security outfit. Then before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I said, okay, we cannot allow these people coming in our land, killing our people. Remember Uli, was it 2 years ago? A young girl was butchered. Her legs were spread all over across the farm there, and her body was chopped into pieces. So, and these are the things that push Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to say enough is enough. Our women were raped, killed. They will rape them, they will kill them. It was the Fulanis were on a rampage, going into farm, pushing our people from cultivating, which I reviewed here one time. There was a plan, this orchestrated plan that the Fulanis had against our people. They wanted to employ what they used 1967, 1970. Which somehow backfired. But I will tell you how it happened. They were constantly, at the time, focused in our farms, attacking our farmers, attacking them constantly. These politicians were not seeing what was going on. They did not see it coming. They were attacking and attacking and attacking, killing every day. People were running away from farm. And then people now begin to depend on Indomie, foreign-made food, canned food, that these politicians also are being the one importing those ones. Now, our people stayed away from yam, cocoa yam, and all the rest of them, cassavas, rice, and everything. Now they depend their life on canned food and Indomie. Our people did not know that was a orchestrated plan. That was a plan Fulanis were planning. Now, once they succeeded that time, putting fear, our people left both Benue. They attacked Benue. The farmers there killed almost 300 people in one single day. Attack Enugu, attack Ebonyi State. We were on a rampage. Then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, no, this thing cannot be happening here. And he called these governors to form a security that would defend our land. They said no. He called them. He put it in a memo. They said no. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did it. What did our people do? They went and now formed Ibubago. And after this thing, clearing our people from the bushes, pushing our people from not farming in the farm, no food, no more food was coming into the town, and people things become very expensive. We are rotting in the north because they put food embargo because they thought that they have defeated the IPOB by killing a lot of the farmers, that the food will run out in Biafra land a couple of days with their food embargo, and that did not work, and they have to call that off. Everybody saw it. Had it been that work, that would have been the time our people would have been destroyed. That did not work. Our people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, now established ESN, which now you see the same Eastern governors that brought this killer now went and formed Ibubago. Now, all of you can bear me witness that nobody have seen Ibubago arrested any single Fulani killer herdsman. Not one, or being killed any of them. They have not done that anyway. This Ibubago now, they call them security. They perceive that could be a young grown-up boy that is looking for a better life. They will attack them in a market square, in a marketplace, in anywhere they can, mostly in a public place where women and children will see them and get traumatized, just to put Biafrans down, just to put the struggle down, just to put in the minds of our people, if you're talking about Biafra, if you're talking about IPOB, it means death. Do you understand? The Ibubago security that was meant to protect our bushes, that was meant to protect our marketplaces, that were meant to protect lives and properties, are now the one infiltrated by the same Fulanis and the Nigerian government agents. Now we'll go into a community, they will burn houses, they will kill, they will pillage, they will steal, in an effort to blackmail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, which our men on ground are doing very well now, exposing them, catching them, and exposing those agents they are using, including the idiot here in Finland that is also working for them. This is what we are talking about. Now, this man that was rejected by the Yorubas, rejected by the Benue, rejected by other regions. Now, tell me the reason why somebody like Ugwani or the Southeast governors, if you like, will accept a Fulani man in a 82 division now paving ways. Look at the massacring of our people. Look at the massacring of our people. Ransacking communities. And none of these governors have said anything. None of them, both from Ugwacha, from Wike, to the other one in River State, Cross River State, that is hosting Katrina Lang now. Katrina Lang now, a British High Commissioner, is going to in a communities. My brother, we are in Europe here. Have you seen the Nigerian High Commissioner or an African High Commissioner going into a community meetings here, summoning meetings? Have you seen that happen? This is what the British are doing in a bid to destroy Biafra. How many of us has been killed? And I just don't understand the reason why these so-called politicians are not seeing this. And they are not saying anything. And tomorrow, look at what happened, the area you're talking about. They went there and kill our people, destroy their lives, and you go and you run quickly and give them 10 million. What's the meaning of 10 million? What is the 10 million going to do? And then there will another community, they will go and kill again and ransack them. Then you go and drop 10 million. That's what you'll be doing. That is what you were voted to do for your people. While our women, when they come out to protest, our governors, these governors were there looking, Nigerian military molesting mothers. Mazi, you and I are here. We can attest to this. If you ever as an African raped a girl here, an indigent here, you will go for life imprisonment. You will not attempt it. If you manhandle an indigent here, even as a husband, you manhandle the girl here anyhow, because you are the husband, you will go for prison. But to Fulanis, if you rape a Fulani child, a Fulani woman, heaven and earth will fall. You will see all the Fulani politicians. Look at what they did to Deborah. Look at what they did to Deborah, because Deborah happens to not to be a Fulani girl. An altercation, the label is that she blasphemed. They stoned that woman and they burnt her. Nigerians didn't do anything. Nothing happened. But to look at our women being raped on a daily basis. Did you see the video of the one that happened in Ebonyi State? The Fulanis were raping one after the other, a girl, a young girl. This one will finish the other one. And you see the Igbo race. Igbo well-to-do in America. They call themselves professors. Watching what is happening to our women. They found no reason to support IPOB. They decided to go to this pervert that is sharing nude picture of Igbo woman, regardless your disagreements with her. That is the situation we find ourselves. And I have said it several times. What the leadership have managed to achieve, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is to lecture our people all these years, teach our people, take this power from the politicians, from Abuja, and hand it over to our people to do what they like with it. And that is what these people are trying to corrupt now with this their sit-at-home policy that did not come from the people who initiated it from the first place. That's why we are telling our people need to wake up. Do not misuse your opportunity. What IPOB have laid their life for and hand to you. Don't let it slip off you, because that will be the end of you. Thank you, Naz.
Thank you very much, Mazi, Isaiah, Oba. Thank you very much. Let us move to the next phase of this agitation, the new phase of media campaign to free Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the reason why we're here. Of course, they say we are talking about them. We are not talking about them. We have already left them behind. But we have to assure our people that they are free to travel to Biafra land to see their loved ones. Nothing will happen. We want to tell them that we are standing strong. We want to tell them that they should do their worst because we are here. That is why we are coming and tell our people to go back to their land. Those of you that can be able to travel, those of you that probably you are not doing what we are doing, you people are not into this agitation, but you are a Biafran person, you go back to your home and see your loved ones. Nothing will happen to you. And we have, the leadership have bring out a number that you should call whenever anybody threatens you to sit at home. Call the number. They will be there immediately to see those idiots and charlatans that will tell you to stop. Not go out or not to be doing your activities to enjoy with your family, to go out and drink and eat with them. We want to know who they are. But there's something I want you people to understand. Are they going to kill some of our people? The answer is yes. And by killing those people, they will use it, to put fear in you. Probably they will go out in one village, in a remote area. They will see a woman that is selling akara or selling granite. Now they will shoot the woman and begin to post it everywhere. Yeah, we have do this. We want them to come in a city, a place like Onitsha, a place like Ihal, Anambra, I mean to say, no, we all this open place, Oba, a place that is open. Some places in Enugu, some places in Abia State, some place that is open, a open place. This is where we want them to come. We let them try it so that we will believe that they are strong. They can apply or they can, tell people to sit at home. Not that we are going to go in one remote area and begin to kill people and tell us, like what is happening today in Enugu, that when ESN was there, they chased them away. Today, Fulani have come now. And now they are crying for ESN to come. You see what we are talking about. This is it. Mazi, I want us to see this, this post that's here. This is, let me bring it out on my phone here so that I can be able to read it out, because this is also those that Fulani are using in our land. Because there's adage in our place said, there is no how you can penetrate our people without using our own people that knows Appian ways. How our people can be able, the road that our people will use to escape. The eternal enemies are those that are going to tell them, see this way, go and block it. So I want to tell our people, they should begin to call them and ask them, what is their agenda in Biafra land? They call them Ogene FM. They are Ogene FM, the voice of the people, 98.3. They say they are Ogene FM, the voice of the people, 98.3. Now, the address is number 2 NTA Road, Old Onitsha, Enugu Road, Enugu, Ohwa, Anambra. That is where the address is. Let me repeat again. Number 2, NTA Road, Old Onitsha, Enugu Road, Enugu, Ohwa, Anambra. That is where their office is. We are not saying that we are going to go and begin to do, but we want to ask them, why are they saying or helping the Fulani to come to our land and begin to massacre our people? Why are they want to be against their own people by propagating false information and begin to lie to people, to lie against people and giving information to Fulanis? And I would like also call their number so that you people can also help us to reach them and ask them a question, because we always like to ask a question, because maybe, let me put it in this form, maybe they don't know. Then we should ask them, should be in case if they don't know what they are doing. If they don't know that
Mazi, check your internet. I don't know, you're bridging. And
yes, I hope people are listening to me. Let me check my phone. Let me check my phone if people are listening. Because I'm doing double job here. I don't know, maybe these people that I have called before have sent me a message. And before I start this broadcast, I'm supposed to log this comment section, but it does not matter. We are here to educate them. I think my voice is coming out. Let me see. Yes, my voice is coming out, Mazi. My voice is coming out. My voice is coming out through my phone.
Yeah. It's steady now. It's steady. Before it has been cutting, breaking. Yeah.
All right, all
But it's
right.
steady
It's
now.
because
Go
of
ahead.
it's Facebook. You know, the platform is not ours. They can do whatever they want to do, but we must continue. Their office line is 018-674-94172. Their website is www.ogene98.3fm.com. Their email is ogenefm98.3 at yahoo.com. Info at ogene98.3fm.com. We want to tell our people to write these people through email. You call them through telephone and ask them why are they doing all these things. By castigating what we are doing, by giving the Fulanis information, by telling them to come to our land and begin to massacre our people. Because sometimes, even though because of 1 naira, our people can sell their own people. And you have forgotten that after you sell your own brother, the person that you're selling your brother to can never love you because he knows one day you can also want to sell him to or her to. That is something our people don't even understand. Mazi, I want you to say something about this Ogene FM that is, they are in our land doing the beats of Fulani. Thank you, Mazi.
Yeah, Mazi, if I don't know if my voice is coming out clear due to the internet interruption from your own end. But
yes, everything is sound and clear.
Let me just say this. Ogene FM, these Fulanis and this Nigerian terrorist government knows how to induce our people with money. They have made our land and our youth so vulnerable that now they think that the only way to survive is by selling your own people and then make a living out of them. But one thing our people need to understand: once you sell your own people and only you left, then they will come after you. I want you to watch all those people that have served Fulanis and Nigeria in the past.
Yes, I think we are still having that the same technical issue.
I want you to look at the life of them.
This is how it is. There is nothing we can do about it. That is also how they came to our leader. They lied to our leader. They told our leader they are going to bring our own satellites. They pay them money. They squandered our money today. There is no satellite. At the end, the VOB now have a contract with them. The VOB that our leader talk about, that they said that they are enemies of Biafra after they have already stolen from IPOB 20 million. There is no satellite. At the end, they joined the VOB, the enemies of Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu, and freedom of Biafran people. Mazi, continue, please.
Mazi, listen, one thing we have to know here is that to get Biafra, we have now understand it's something that is tough, and we have built that mental toughness to fight it to the bitter end, however they want it. So why am I saying this? Is that let them do whatever they want to do. Let them buy all the broadcasters in Biafra land. By the way, Ekberima, isn't it? I don't know where he came from, the east, if actually is from the that part of the world. But these are how our people are wired. They have impoverished our people to make them believe that the only way out is to sell your people. Even in their political arena, an Igbo man will go somewhere and betray his own person to climb up to the ladder. But at the end of the day, they'll push both of them down after they have done that. Go and ask Nwike. Look at what Nwike did. Kill our people in Obibo, destroy life, burn houses, act like a rogue governor, and rob body with where it was his Tampowa. Where is Tampowa today? Where is Nwike today with Tampowa? we can contributed to the rendition of our leader. But where is him now and the presidency that they promised him? What about David Umahi? That one bragged all over the place, wearing danchiki here and there. Every time, the only time he will wear a native cloth is when his paymaster is coming. He will wear his native, and then he will also wear the paymaster's native to fool those who they will think that they're going to fool. Where is David Umahi after killing, destroying life in Ebonyi State, burning houses, women, men childless, children, men fatherless, husbands killed, wife killed, at the supervision of this guy? What's his name? David Umahi. Today, he slaughtered us at the altar of getting to the presidency of Fulani. Where is he today? They dumped him because Fulani cannot trust him. This guy that is doing this to his people with impunity. Now you want to bring him to closer to us? No, he has done the job. That is what they did. Now, what about what was his name? Okebeke. Okebeke. What is it? He has destroyed Imo State now. Killed thousands of youths slaughtered. Did he get to the position of being deputy Senate? Talk less of presidency. What about this guy that was given money? All of them, just all of them. The Fulanis know how to use them. Use them, do the dirty work, kill your own people for us. Pave a way for us. I want your land. Go and kill your people. And then we will give you this position. You see recently the picture of my own brother from Imo State. What's his name? Inhedio. Where he knelt down. My brother, it's an eyesore. Where he knelt down before Fulani refracts. Imo State has oil. Where he comes from. Anambra has oil. Abia State has oil. The way they fragmented us, everything our land are very rich. But these people will go to this wretched, ragtag Fulani that came from Sahel, that has nothing, and kneel down before them, begging them for what you owe, because you have betrayed your own people. Tell me if Ihedioha will go to his village community leader or Eze and kneel down and beg him for anything. Can he do that? But these our so-called political elites will go to these small boys of Meeti Allah, kneeling down before them. Ngige, how much he used to buy presidential ticket? 100 million naira or $100 million. I don't know which one, but it's 100 million. He used it to buy Fulani ticket. All this just to destroy our people. That money could have done something in the East.
What of Rotimi Amechi?
What about now? Rotimi Amechi. Now this thing we are telling you. You mentioned Rotimi. What about Rotimi Amechi? The right-hand man of Buhari, who sponsored single-handedly using River State money, Biafra money, to sponsor this Buhari that died 2 years after. If Buhari is the real Buhari, do you think Rotimi Amechi will be nowhere to be found now? And very close to him. You will never see this man. Maybe after we met this broadcast now, they will flash him very close to this boy. That's how they do. They watch our program more than we do now. After this program now, watch in the next couple of days now, you see Rotimi Amechi standing next to this imposter that is parading himself as Buhari now. But the question is, in the last 4 or 5 years now, has anybody seen Rotimi Amechi very close to this guy? Because Rotimi Amechi knows that he has some kind of stupid dignity. I don't know, because I will call that stupid dignity, not the right dignity, but the stupid one. He doesn't want to associate himself to this fake boy, this boy that he know that Rotimi Amechi knows Buhari more than anybody else, because he was close to him. He worked with him throughout his electionary campaign. He sponsored it against his brother Jonathan. Do you see it? Now they put Rotimi, they gave him transport minister. He built all the railway from all the way from north to connect all the Fulani brothers in the Sahel. But the old one we had wrote to me whether he's the one giving the order, whether the Fulanis are doing it on their own, came in Biafran land and they move all the railway tracks. They are doing this because they know that Biafra is coming. They know they don't want that.
Should come. It's part of the leader. We still have some issue of technical issue here. Of course, like we said, this platform we are using is not ours.
And then they will leave us with nothing.
Yes, Mazi, they just push you off now, and you're just back. I want you people to download IPOB Community Radio. I want you people to download Biafran Television Channel 1 under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because those people that are watching through television, they are not having all these problems. You are going to be hearing us, but I know that when they cut it off, of course, the person that I'm hosting, we also stop talking, but we are still here. And as he's coming back again, if I see his red button, of course, I'm going to bring him back. And we are going to talk about this man that I'm showing you people. You are seeing direct on your screen right now. Mazi, before they will begin to disturb us, because we have covered 2 hours. This is always time we are using 2 hours to round up. Mazi, I hope you see this man on the screen. His name is Bello 2G. This man is a confirmed terrorist person. This man have killed and maimed people. And as I'm speaking to you right now, Mazi, this man is free. He's a free man, parading every place in Nigeria. He can travel. He can go from Chad to Niger, from Niger to Mali, and back again to that contraption. He's just moving freely as a free man. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is just agitating for a freedom that is also his right, and is also a part of UN Charter that you have right to agitate. At the same time, this our agitation today have been written in the article of Lugard after 100 years. If you are not feeling well, if you don't want to continue in that marriage of amalgamation 1914, you can also carry your properties and go on your own. Because I want to also remind you that British people did not only colonize Nigerian people. There is also a lot of countries, I mean, like 3 countries, if I'm not mistaken, like India, Ghana, but it's only Nigeria they amalgamated. That shows that we are not one people. And it was stated on that amalgamation, after 100 years, if you people are not feeling well, you people can also separate, because they know that we are not one people. Mazi, I want you to say something and also use it as your closing remark, because they have begun to disturb us so much, so that we begin to, because you have already tried today, Mazi. Thank you very much, and take over the floor, please. Thank you.
Yes, actually, the Facebook, as usual, has been interrupting your speeches, and in the last few minutes, which we understand, because we are beginning.
Yes, they are back again. They are back again. We're having this issue, but I want our audience to bear with us. Of course, this is the way it is. There is nothing we can do about it. We have already gotten our speaks on this social media, and we will keep
I won't say that.
well.
I won't say that. Let me just say this: the guy you showed his face here, Mazi, I want to say the reason why we find ourselves in a situation we do here in the Western world. It is only Igbo race, and which is what they are trying to destroy. Mazi, can you tell me now, if we are asked, if Igbo race, let me put Biafra aside, or okay, if the whole entire East, from the coastal region to the upland, if they were asked to send a delegate to the White House now, do you think they have anyone to go and represent them to the White House or in UK?
Nobody.
They don't have.
They never. They have they finished fighting themselves before they will get there? They will start fighting before they will get there.
Now, do you see the reason why I ask you this question? The reason why I ask these questions for our people to know is to tell you the level of betrayal that the so-called Eastern region have done to themselves, except Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and this IPOB. And this is what is killing them. This is what is killing them. How can they be there? This young generation are making this wave, making this contact everywhere and presenting themselves. That is why it looks like what we are doing. And we want to make sure, if in case people don't understand, this is the reason why we want to make sure that we sanitize the minds of our people before we launch into a new nation called Biafra. That is what we are doing. It's not that we don't know what to do. We cannot make some confrontation. We want our people to understand what is patriotism, nation build, how to admire your nation, how to defend it when Biafra will come. Because after you have gone through what you have gone through, now, once Biafra is come, you know what it has cost you. And you will not allow anybody, either foreigner or local, to destroy the structure which your fathers, your grandfathers, your forefathers have put in place, what they went through. Because whatever is doing, where we are doing now, is also on internet. It's on the archives. Where when our people, when our youth, our children will grow up, they will now dig out this information, see what we went through, what we fought for them, as we are doing now with our fathers, not with grandfather, our fathers who fought fought Biafran war. Now, this thing we are saying now, if the Eastern region has a credible representative, they will represent Biafra, they will represent Igbo race, they will represent our people anywhere they are called upon. You cannot see a Biafran or Igbo man being kidnapped or being arrested here for whatever reason. You see any Igbo representative going for them. That tells you how bad the Igbo race have gone, if not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu IPOB. It is only IPOB now that will write letter to governments over the life-threatening that pose Mazi, let me just tell you this. Somebody here, let me tell you this, that will tell you how far we have gone to. And this is the first time Biafrans is going to hear this on a public. And I'm making this public today. Do you know somebody forged our letter here and sent to the government over one individual for that is looking for protection, political protection? Because that letter was forged, the government were able to dictate. I am saying this in the public for the first time. The government were able to dictate that the letter was forged. And let me quote to you what they said, exactly word to word. They said that this letter and signature is not from the people we have alliance with, which is IPOB Ireland. Mazi,
I agree with you. The same thing happened to Amazonians. When we contacted Show Ayaba, when we contacted the second man to Show Ayaba, which is Capo Daniel, they also went to them, but they were telling them this is not the people we have alliance with.
Thank you very much. That what I'm saying to you, exactly the word they use, and that tells you. Now imagine what it takes us to get to this point, that the Ndi Nwobodo now can analyze and figure out a fake letter somebody wrote on behalf of IPOB Ireland to the government. They said no, this is a fake letter, because they want to. These are infiltrators, these are paid agents, these are people that are working with these idiots in Finland trying to take glory of where they didn't now discover that this is not a letter and this is not a signature that the people that we have alliance with. They told the person right in front of his face. You see, to tell you IPOB has gone far. That is why I'm saying to our people, do not worry, they're not going to tag IPOB terrorists because we haven't done that. There's nothing to suggest that we are a terrorist group. It is quite unfortunate. That is why you can see no Hanez and Dibo, none of these criminals.
Mazi, sorry to disturb you. You know, you have finished all your part. It's like we are trying to, you know, to round up.
Yes.
Mazi, these people just want to put fear in us. The same thing, what they call it, the same thing BBC did. Have you forgotten that they went and make documentary, begin to show our pictures, begin, you know, to put fear in us that so that we can mellow. But we know what, you see, Mazi, we are in a civilized country. We are in a country that we must follow the rules and regulation of the law. The law of the land is first. We never violate the law of the land. We are saying and bringing proof. What we are doing now is a proof. We show it in the newspaper. All this thing we are showing now is there. They can see it. So we are trying to analyze it. We are not going against anybody. And we can never go against the law of the place that we reside.
Oh, the land.
We are intelligent people. We are not just the way they think we are. Of course, I am not in that level of being a professor, but I went to school here and I went to the what they call it, the history school. What belongs to you, your right and what is not your right. That is why it's good whenever you go to any country, you make sure you go to school there and learn their history to know what you can do and what you cannot do. Mas, that is why we're here. So they cannot just think that the way African people think is the way people Western world think. No, they will, you know your right. And whenever you apply your right, nobody will come against you. So all these things that they are playing shenanigans from them, we are not going to buy it from them. Mas, I want you to continue so they can go to do what they want. And again, our people must know that the country that we are living is their right to come to any leader that is among this struggle that we are and begin to ask them a question. Of course, it's their right, and they must answer them for them to know if you are genuine or not. Is something that is real. Not in Africa that they will come there, nobody will ask you a question. You are living in a country that is not yours. You are operating in a country that is not from your land, and you have an organization. Of course, you must tell the country what this organization is all about. Is the way life is supposed to be. But because of African people, how would they understand? Must continue, please. Let us begin to descend, please.
Yes. I'm using this to do my closing remark. Like you rightly said here, because there's one thing, the thing that brought me to be saying this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being where he is, and you know, the real terrorist himself being let out and, you know, had his freedom today. And you can see the Igbo political elite. The people who proscribe and describe IPOB as terrorists are Igbo political elites. Not even the Fulanis, not even the Nigerian government. It was the first, our Igbo, Ohaneze and Igbo, and our governors that actually came out in the open. And Obiano, I cannot forget the day Obiano was reading out those scripts saying that IPOB is a terrorist organization. And the question we asked them, what is IPOB? IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra. Indigenous, ndị nwala. Kenu na ala ha, ne terrorize ha, pokwa terrorists in. How does that apply? But this is what we're doing here. We told them we are intelligent. Very, very smart and intelligent. And IPOB, we are registered across the Western world here, doing legal, not illegal, legal activities, abiding with the law of the land. And you want to call us terrorists. They know that we have gone far. We have built IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have built IPOB never to fall again. And this IPOB organization is going to restore Biafra. And that's why they want you to sabotage, to go against, issue order from different kinds of source that are not from the leadership, so that it will look like what we're doing is a joke. But that is a lie. We have achieved what we have to achieve. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's up to our people that are sitting there looking, the political elite that betrayed him. They know why they betrayed him. They know Onyendu will come out. And also they know that probably it's not going to go all well with them. But we are not relenting. Onyendu remains Onyendu. Onyendu remains our leader. He has not committed any crime. And one thing I'm grateful of is IPOB, regardless their massive attack we've received in the last 1 year, we did not buckle. We did not buckle. And we have managed to defeat Nigeria in their own court. The world witnessed it. It's out there. So sit at home did not do that for us. It wasn't sit at home. Sit at home is a part of one out of many strategies we have. And we cannot allow anybody to abuse this. And the Biafrans, don't let these people to dictate for you, because this is what they are trying to do, to dictate for you the area they want you to fall so that they will destroy you. And as the ego eyes of this Biafra restoration project, IPOB leadership are here in exposing those plans before it happens. Onyendu is innocent today. Onyendu, what he's doing is legitimate. I know the foreign hands are into what is happening to us as a race because they want oil, they want our resources. But I would like us to have in mind that we are ready to sacrifice another 10 million for them to get this Biafra. We are not going to back down. Anything, the West and Biafra restoration, we are not taking it. Regardless, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, must come out with the Biafra flag. Or they give us referendum. Two of the options, give us referendum. Give us referendum. All these shenanigans sit at home, they are issuing and bringing all over the place. It's not going to save you. And as I have said before, most of the things that our people are suffering both home and abroad because our elders refuse to come together to make a stand. They never make any stand in anything they are doing. They never come out as a body. Okay, so let's go and visit America. Let's go and visit England. Let's go and represent Igbo people or Igbo race. There is no, apart from IPOB that has these representatives across America, Europe, Germany, everywhere in Africa. This is the only body. This is the only body that represents, that speaks on behalf of the whole entire 70 million people. There's no other group, no even governors. You will see that when they were going against Jonathan here, 17 northern governors visited White House to Barack Obama. That is how they removed Jonathan. 17, is it 19? Not 19 northern governors. Every week, every month, they are going to America. But can Igbo people come together for that? Can the Southeast governors, do they agree with themselves? Look at what is happening in this whole East. They are the one inviting. Look at it. You brought a killer that is serving in the 82 division. Other region rejected him. You brought him. And now look at the carnage he has been causing. Look at the killings in our land. It does not touch your mind. It does not touch you people. I know you people have bought your ticket. You have bought your flight. You have arranged your house in Europe and in America where you will fly to when this Fulani will commence the attack. But we are waiting for you as well here. We are waiting for all Biafrans who are living in abroad here. We are waiting for all of you politicians. Since you people don't want us to have peace in back home, you won't come here and have that peace that you're looking for. On this,
even though they don't even understand, do you know that what happened to Ike Premaju in Germany, if such a thing happened in Africa, all of those people were there they will rot in jail, you know. But because we are living in a civilized world that you apply the rules of the land, you go to police station, you take the order. And they will tell you this is what you can apply. This is also what you can apply on their own citizen. So our people have to understand that, you know, that is when I begin to agree that, you see, travel is more far better than
part of education.
In that zoo and you have a qualification of a prof. if you are a traveler, you will learn a lot. And that is exactly what we... Yes.
Mazi, now you mentioned Ike Kremadu. Let me just say one thing there before we go. Ike Kremadu, you see what happens to him. You see exactly what happens to him. You see how Fulani, planned very well, in a very subtle manner. Do you see how these people operate? After serving them, they see the guy, somehow, they do not even trust him. After serving them, giving them everything, still they did not trust him. Now they work with the same Britain, they set a trap for him, and they catch him in Britain. They locked him up. Only God knows how long he's going to be there. Now, because they have destroyed our elders, and like I said before, as I made the reference before, there's no other organization that is speaking for our people. There's no other organization whatsoever that is speaking for our people. Not Ohanes and Igbo. Not Ohanes and Igbo is just on a paper. The Fulani know that they have destroyed them completely. If Igbo or if the East are organized like IPOB, they would have sent a group of delegates to go and ascertain to what happens to Ike Kremadu as their son. Why is Britain holding him? But due to these people, this Ike Kremadu them, we are the one that destroyed those foundations that would have protected them, both inside and outside. Now they have no one to come for them now. No one. No one come for them. They will pick any Igbo man, Igbo politician tomorrow. They will dump that one. There will be nobody. They will pick this one that they feel that is a threat to them. They will dump that one. There's nobody. The other time, they look at how they ridicule this guy now, Ojo Carlo. He become like what will I call, a bat now. He doesn't even know. He doesn't know. Sometimes they will come on radio or TV and make noise. He will go. They destroy them, make them irrelevant. Dump them like they don't even speak. They can't speak before ordinary Meetiala. That is what they did to Ike Kremadu. A whole the Igbo race now have no hope. No delegates have gone there from our own region. From our own region to a certain. If this guy is a Fulani man or have some, you would have seen northern groups now. You would have seen them several times going to Germany or to UK to ascertain, to ask what happened. How did he ended up here? Can they take him? Is there anything that they can do? But you see how our own happened now. The same thing they do when they kill a Biafran back home, they will not say anything. They will not issue any order. When they kill a woman, rape a woman, they will not kill. When they ransack our village, they will not say anything. They will not do this guy will come and cry and give 10 million. So the same thing now has applied to Ike Kremadu now. By the time Ike Kremadu have come out, look at his properties. They have confiscated all of them, sold them, auctions. Now Ike Kremadu now will come out now. That Ebube now got as an Igbo race or something now. They have shrink him.
He said that Ike Kremadu is coming. Mazi. You see, some people don't even understand that you are a friend of Europeans. When you go, that is why we are saying that Mazi Nnamdi has said this entire with that number. By changing personalities or by bringing like, okay, Mazi Oba is a good man. Let us make him a president, it will change. That is not the way European runs. Europeans don't care being you a good or bad. They will make sure that you abide with the law of the land. Whenever you commit a crime, that law will hold you. So by you being a friend of Europeans, when you commit a crime in their land, the law will come after you. Ike Kremadu is going nowhere. What Ike Kremadu committed is against the law of the land. And he must get the normal penalty that he deserves. It's going nowhere. Everything is plain. And they followed him. When he traveled, when he returned back, they are giving you every steps. That is how they are also going to give him the penalty that he deserves. There is nothing you can do about it. You don't see. You don't see what is his name, Abba Kyari. It's no more in Nigeria. Do you think if that is in Britain or England? Do you think Abba Kyari is going somewhere? Is going nowhere.
Mazi, this is exactly what they try to see whether they can do that to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ike Kuremadu contributed in the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, the only one that give them the platform P2B is using today to gallivant all over the place. You know, if not IPOB and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't think any of them have the balls. They let them check their record before if they have getting to where they are today, making these lousy noises they are making before IPOB. We see IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu build that platform they are using now to talk a little bit that the zoo is fearing them. And they think that once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have established that, no, we don't need him now, arrest him, destroy him, so we can, overtake his crowd that follows him. But they didn't know that they were making a grave mistake. Today they have picked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, kidnapped him, kept him where they kept him, thinking that will pay a way for them. And look at how they are picking them now, one after the other. You see, if not IPOB fighting, like I said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established IPOB that we protect our people here. If any of our own is having problem here, I am telling you, we are the one that is going after them, going to the court case and then writing letter that is required to let the government know that this is our own son, this is our own daughter, and please guide him the protection that he requires to stay here because his life is in danger. We are doing this. This is an achievement on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even if Biafra had no delay to come, but this have taken us to a different. Do you know how many people that we have given resident permit here just because of offices of IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu establishing?
Yes, I think we still have the same technical issue back again. Mazi Isaiah Oba, for some of you that don't know who we have today on Biafran Television Channel 1/Rapture Media under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is Mazi Isaiah Oba, the deputy to European Rep, Mazi Abanemu. I hope we have done for today. I wish he can be able to come back again just to say goodbye to great people of Biafra, because we must keep on the continuation we must keep on the continuation of this broadcast. It's not going to end today because Biafra is not restored. We will keep on pushing till Biafra is totally restored. I wish and I hope Mazi Isaiah Oba can be able to be back, at least to use 1 minute, to say goodbye to great people of Biafra, because it's not easy. We have been here yet 2 hours, 32 minutes, discussing and propagating the issue of Biafran Restoration Project. Of course, we know that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been discharged and he's still in the hands of enemy. What they are holding him now is illegal detention, and we will keep on saying this. And I will say, great people of Biafra, thank you all for joining us today. I thank you all for being here today, and I know that we must continue. Of course, I saw a lot of things on comment section. I'm only one that is operating like those people that I've talked to. I hope, and there's something we did last time, but I don't know why I did not apply it before I start this broadcast so that I can be able to hold them, because we have already found a new system, new options on Facebook that we can be able to stop them not to be commenting, except you have to do something before you can be able to comment. Not to pay money, but there is another form. If you are not following us, you cannot comment, but I did not apply it before I came to live. But if I did it, they must, follow us before you begin to comment. But of course, we are going to keep on doing that. And I thank you, every great people of Biafra.
We must continue. I want to thank you for, again, being with me.
Use 1 minute. Use 1 minute. to just greet people. Let us go. Just use 1 minute. 1 minute.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know if you can hear me because your voice is not coming out there, but if you can hear me, let me just say this again. 1 minute, yeah. Okay, yes, I can understand. You said I should use 1 minute to thank you. Yes, I just want to again repeat what I just said. Thank you very much, Biafran child. You have been consistent and been doing a very good work. Honestly, I must commend you for what you're doing. Please remain very strong. We are all in this together. We're all angry over what is happening to our people. And Chukwu Abiyama is our witness. We are here to do the best we can to leave a legacy for our children and unborn children. At least when they will come around, they will see some of the effort we did as our fathers did. I know our fathers have done a little bit. They did not do much to continue pushing this Biafra restoration, and it has cost us a lot now. And this is why we cannot leave this to our children. We will fight it until Biafra is restored, regardless what. We are not backing down. And I want to assure and let Fulanese knows and the Nigerian government knows, no one piece of our land, not one, not an inch, will be given to Fulani. They should go back to where the hell they came from. And if they don't want to have anything in our land, it's also within their rights to do it legitimately. But by subterfuge, blackmailing, killing and raping and pillaging, destroying of house, we cannot accept that, and that place will not accommodate them and us. We are letting you know. It's only a question of time. And I want them to know we are taking the record of what you have done to our people. You can never be forgiven. Heaven is our witness, and we are letting the world know now. It's better the world, the UN, the European Union, the American government listen to us now and come in and stop this madness. The British that are sponsoring them should stop it now, because when that time will come, we will remind them all these things we have said here. We will bring out these pictures. I know that social media is not allowing us to bring out the pictures of what the carnage and the killing and the raping, the destruction of our houses that these people are causing in our land. This thing is unobtainable here. They cannot obtain this here. It doesn't happen in the Western world here. I don't understand the reason why the British government, Catherine Lang, and her government is doing this to our people. Allowing Fulanis, pushing Fulanis. Look at the killings, and you people are pretending like you're not seeing it. When we post it on social media here, you block us for 30 days. My main account here was blocked for almost 2 months now. 2 months, my account was suspended for no proper reason. No proper reason. And I didn't offend anybody, but they decided to suspend that account because we are exposing what is happening in our land. We are not in England to take any piece of your land. Whatever our people, I believe our people have in England, they possess it, they pay for it. But you're coming in our land, destroy. You're talking about ecosystem. You're talking about climate change. Buhari is coming to you, telling you climate change is what is pushing their people to our place. But you're using oil pollution. You're using oil pollution, destroying our ecosystem. Then what is the climate change you're talking about? What kind of hypocrisy is that? That you are allowing oil to spill all over the place, destroy our land, destroy our communities, destroy our waters, destroy our rivers, and you're talking about climate change. So what do you call that in our land? The British and her oil companies, what do you call the oil pollution you're doing in our land, destroying our ecosystem? What do you call that? Is that a climate change? You are using to push Fulanis, using it as a cover to push these killer terrorists that are coming from Sahel region, that is coming in our land, raping our women, destroying our life, shooting women and children in an open market, in a church. British government, you are saying this, and you think we will forgive you people for what you're doing in our land? We will fight to the bitter end. Biafra will be restored. It's a promise. It's a promise. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be free. You British now have seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. British citizen. You said nothing when he's being renditioned. He won all the court case, and you're saying nothing. Catherine Lang is busy visiting the north, coming to the Biafra land, dancing, dancing some music that I don't know. But her citizen is there in prison. She never said anything. She's having a meeting with the Northerners, having a meeting with the Nigerian government. But a British citizen that have won his case, that has been acquitted and discharged, she's saying nothing about it. British are telling us this is nice. This is how you run your country here, Britain. British people, we are asking you, British government, this is how you run your country? This is equality and justice?
All right, wonderful and great people of Biafra, freedom fighters, lovers of freedom, great people all over the world. We have come to the end of this broadcast. I thank you, Mazi Isaiah Oba. I thank you for being here today, and we must continue till Biafra is totally restored. I greet you, great people. I salute you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I salute you, Mazi Shipe, Doziem, the man in charge. I salute you all IPOB worldwide. From me, from here, it is good afternoon. Nde wono mushinek.